Okay, hello. So, we just finished watching The Great Pretender.
Angelo just finished.
Well, I did. In real life, and like in life, we don't really watch anime together, surprisingly.
But I want to.
Okay.
Angelo.
Okay, occasionally.
I hate you for this.
Occasionally we do watch together.
Yes,
but I like to watch by myself because I like to soak in everything. I'm actually pretty quiet when I'm watching shows, but like when reacting to like Yashahime or whatever, my thoughts I just say it out loud. That's basically it. So
for me, I'm the total opposite. I like having people watch with me because it's also an experience to have other people's thoughts, like real time as you're watching it.
Okay, I know.
I find it very interesting.
Yeah, but wait, can you say closer?
It's about the experience. It adds more to the experience.
Okay, but like whatever. Okay, so we finished watching Great Pretender. Obviously this video is gonna have spoilers for Great Pretender, so if you haven't watched it, I definitely recommend to watch it. More context, I watched it in English dub because English dub is really good, okay? Go watch it in English. It's really good too because like there are a lot of different languages in it.
I found it so cool.
Yeah, so because this is a really like diverse show with a lot of different like cultures and stuff like that.
Languages.
It reminds me a lot of Carmen Sandiego, like the Netflix series.
Yes,
but like not for
adult.
kids. Yeah, for adult. Because Carmen Sandiego is more like just something like enjoyable. Like I really like the story.
Friendly.
Yeah, it's really family friendly. But Great Pretender, in my opinion, is like a not family friendly version. But it's so good.
It's so good.
Okay, so this is the newest season. Season 2 is the newest season, Case 4. And basically, it's about, like, Laurent's backstory and, like, basically the full circle of, like, kind of everything.
Yes, full circle.
Yeah,
yes.
The full circle of everything of, like, how this whole, like, con artist company started, blah, 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 blah.
And, like, why he got Edamura to work with them in the first place, right?
Yeah. There
was a reason why. He didn't just, like, hey, come, join us.
Yeah, right,
you know?
right. I mean, I feel like with Cynthia and Frick, what's her name? I keep forgetting. Abigail. Oh my god, Abby.
Yeah.
Abby. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, Abby and Cynthia. I feel like I wonder how Laurent ended up finding them. Like, did I miss something? No, right?
No.
So yeah. I mean, like, okay.
Also, guys, we talked about this before we started the
This podcast?
Podcast? I don't know. What's it called?
So we were already talking about it, and I was just like, oh, we should record this.
Yeah, because...
Yeah. Okay, so throughout the whole, like, first season, so basically case 1 to 3, I was like, I'm really, like, wondering about Laurent and his backstory, since we kind of explored everyone else's a bit, and I was like, always questioning, like who is Laurent, like, what is all this, especially in case 3, we had, like, the vision of, like, the girl with silver hair, Dorothy, and then the ring, and I was just like, this is so interesting, like, did someone die, blah, 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 and then, yeah.
He was engaged.
He was freaking engaged, like...
You can tell that from the first season, that he was probably engaged with the ring. You can kind of infer that.
Yeah, so I loved this season, and I think...
It was so good.
It was really good.
It was so
good. Okay, like... For me, the only season that was really lacking was this... not season. The Case 2. The one with the planes.
Airplanes, yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of that one. But I really liked Case 1, 3, and 4. But, like, Case 1 and Case 4 were, like, the best in my opinion. Because in Case 1, you kind of, like, kept guessing, like, what's happening. Like, oh my god, these people are dead. Like, what the heck? Like, you don't really know, like, the gist of the show yet, so you're still guessing. And then there's that whole plot twist that, like, everyone was, like, in cahoots with each other, like Cynthia and then Laurent, and, like, everyone was, like, alive, like Abby was alive, and blah 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 blah, right? And then it was just like, what? And then it's just like this whole big, like, group of people who are con artists, like, conning these, like, this bad guy with the drugs and stuff like that, right? And then I think what they really did well with season 4 is that they did the whole reveal at the end. Because in season 2, not season, oh my god, I keep saying season, but in case 2 and case 3, they kind of took us along the ride of how they did it.
They're going to fool whoever they were going to con.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah. So they they brought us along on the ride of how like their thought process and like the planning, and then like with the whole like execution, right? So it's kind of like, you're just seeing like in the perspective of them, right? Versus this season, it was like you seem confused because like everything's kind of happening without really context till the end with the whole big reveal, and I think that's what was really good, because like it left us guessing what was really happening, and like how they were doing everything, like with the stubble hints with like the painting, the stubble hints with
That was really dumb. Like the painting part like threw me
Really?
off. Like I didn't think
Really?
that like that mattered. Like I was like, oh,
What were my
the
text
painting, That's kind
messages?
of weird.
Okay, so while
Oh my god, yeah.
I was watching
Angela's
this.
text messages.
Okay, whenever I watch an anime after Bernadette, I usually just text, like live text my reactions.
It's so funny.
I will read the messages in a bit, but again, what I think they really did well with it was like it had us guessing until the end with the big reveal, and I think that's what makes these types of show, like big brain shows,
So good.
like schemy shows, really good. And I think that like this is what made this season like the best out of all of them. It's better than the first season, the first case, but like it was
because
like
for this one you couldn't really guess what was going to happen.
yeah. So
At episode 4, I was so confused.
I was
Episode 4 was like when they killed
Abby and Cynthia.
Cynthia.
I knew. Okay,
And,
I
like,
knew
I was
for
like
sure.
kind of confused.
And the dad.
But like I knew that they were alive. It's just the dad that threw me off because I really genuinely thought that he killed his dad.
I didn't think so. I was like, Laurent is in a submarine in
But
the
it
water.
wasn't a submarine.
It was a freaking old
It
lady.
was an old
I forgot her
lady.
name, but yeah, like it's so funny because I was like, Laurent is behind all of this for sure, and Enamura just doesn't know. He just doesn't
I was like
know.
super small brain.
And
when
I
was
knew
watching
for
this.
sure that it was all gonna end up well in the end, except for I had doubts. I doubted Edamura during the whole big scene, the whole big scene, because I was like, oh my god, is he actually gonna turn his back? Because like I understand from his point of view, like if he were to, because the old lady, like she gave him like love and like affection, right?
Yeah.
Versus like his dad left him, Laurent not really telling him
Yeah.
anything, and
So
then
I
the
was like-
rest of the gang not telling him anything. So I
Yeah.
was like, it makes sense that if he did choose to join them, it makes sense, and I get it, but it's just like I don't want him to.
Yeah, because like I felt like okay, like I love like how he's getting the love that he actually deserves, but then at the same time, like it's wrong.
It's wrong. It's wrong. I also kind of felt bad for the old lady because like
No, don't feel bad for the old lady.
no.
no.
I just kind of felt bad because like she wanted a son and everything.
She
but
does
then
have a son.
I was like, but she's bad. Don't let that like cloud my mind.
Yeah.
And it was hard because like everyone, like even Abby and the dad were having doubts on Edamura.
Yeah,
And I was
and
like,
it
no. I was like, come on.
Is this like
I was like, come on.
foreshadowing?
Yeah.
I was like, oh
That's
my
why I was like, and then the whole scene, I was like, no, come on. You can do it. You can do it. It's okay. Like, and by the way, Alan, amazing voice acting. I felt it in my voice.
I know.
Like, the emotion.
I was like, oh my god, everything's gonna go down.
I felt it.
I felt so much emotions. Like I was getting
Oh my
so
God.
heated. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. So like, yeah. But then after the dad sliced him with the katana sword, I knew it was all staged. Yeah, because like I don't think the dad would do that, because no.
I was
killing.
shocked. In
You
the
were shocked?
moment.
I mean, yeah, in the moment I was like, but like I knew deep down I was like, nah, like this is all staged. But like I had so much doubts at that scene.
I
was
know.
Like, oh my God.
No. I was like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna not?
Yeah. So then, okay, so my text messages in the morning. I'm watching Great Pretender.
What time was it, by the way?
2:11 a.m. I was just watching on my projector, just chilling on my bed. But I texted, I'm watching The Great Pretender. And then I was like, I feel like freaking Laurent was in a sub or some shit when Abby and Dad and Cynthia got shot. But I feel like Laurent is behind all of this. And I feel like this is something he went through himself. But I think, okay, that theory was wrong because, I mean, in a way, okay, well, everything that Edamura went through in the beginning is something that Laurent went through as well, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But like this specific thing, no, that's not what happened. Because I thought like maybe Laurent accidentally ended up going to like human trafficking people and like almost like like chilled with them, but then like started his own thing. Ow! my god, sorry, Mike. Anyways, but that theory was wrong. And I was like Laurent will save the day and the gang is still alive. And I was like, OMG, I knew the dad was good. And that he was a con artist. I knew he was a con artist. Okay,
I didn't think so. When I was like, lawyer,
when I saw him,
con artist.
No, because I was like, no, like the mom had too much believed in the dad a lot.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And then like obviously with Edamura's personality, he kind of just takes things in face value a lot, right? So I was kind of like, I feel like the dad's actually good, and there's something more behind all of this, why he was gone and like why he ran away after getting out of jail, blah blah blah. And I was like, I was thinking to myself, I was like, maybe like he's a con artist too, but like in his own like company. I didn't think he was with Laurent until the boat scene. At the boat scene, I was like, he's with Laurent for sure.
I was so dumb. I was a bit too big brain. Like, kind of, but like not really.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I thought...
it made me shocked.
I originally thought that that dad was like in his own company.
Uh-huh.
Like, and then like, they're gonna like...
Going against each
other
against
in some
the companies.
Way. Yeah,
like,
of con artists.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But at the end of the day, it was kind of right, but not really. Because he was a con artist. But he was in the same company as Laurent. That was interesting. And then I was like, I think the girl died. I got introduced to Dorothy. And I was like, I feel like she died. I was like anticipating her death. I was like, when's she gonna die? Like,
yeah, me too.
In the scene where she got tied up, and then...
You thought that she was gonna die?
I thought she was gonna die there.
Like in the parking garage?
Yeah, but then when the boat happened, I was like, this is too parallel with what's happening currently. I was like, she's gonna die here.
Yeah.
For sure. This is random, but like when Laurent threw the ring into the water, I was like, yo, this is a whole freaking Rose from Titanic moment. But yeah, and then yeah, after she died, I was like, Laurent, baby, I'm so sorry. Like the whole time I was kind of like, he's a okay character, I guess.
Yeah.
But then like after this, really understanding his character and who he is and like where he came from and why he's the way he is
makes you like them more.
It makes you really like the character a lot more.
Yeah.
So like I'm happy that
we got to see
all of that. And yeah. And then I said, why do I kind of feel bad for the chairman? Like the lady, the old lady. I felt kind of bad for her because like obviously again like her son, and then she's like lonely or some shit.
Yeah.
But just like no.
It's not okay.
Human trafficking is not okay. Yeah, at this point I was like freaking out. I was like, Edinburgh, don't mess up.
I know, me too. And I was like, Laurent, don't mess up. And I was like, Dad, don't mess up, please.
And then I was like, I knew from the beginning he might turn into one of the bad guys. I was like freaking out because I was like, because like in the beginning they kind of hinted, because like the guy that Edinburgh was working with, he was like, oh, like the chairman really likes you, like she's gonna like, she treats you like a son, like she's become really like soft now after like all of a sudden, like she wasn't like this.
Also the fact that she was there while Edinburgh was crying, that part like touched my heart.
That's why I was like, why do I feel bad? Why do I feel bad?
Like, no.
Yeah, no, stop. And then at that point, I was like, no, he can't turn into one of the bad guys. He can't. This is too much at this point. And I was like, maybe he'll fool the gang, right? Like he'll have his own plan to like fool the gang. And in a way, it kind of did play out like that, but not really, because it makes you think during that whole big scene. It makes you think that like he was going to turn against the people.
Yeah.
The
and I
gang.
was like to the CEO or whatever girl. What did he say again? He was like, "Oh, I'll protect you." I was like, "Huh?"
Yeah, so like during that whole scene, I was like, he might fool the con artist gang, right? Like I thought like he would have his own separate plan in going against them, but then being like, haha, joke, like I got you after you got me, right?
Wait, isn't that what happened though?
No.
But he was like angry at Laurent for like.
Yeah, that's why I thought all of that was true, right? Kind of like
okay.
going against him, but then being like, haha, like this was my own plan. But no, it wasn't. It was all one big plan.
Except for the part where Laurent was getting mad at when Edinburgh was getting mad at Laurent. Because remember the dad was like, oh, when I saw the blood pack on your shirt, I knew that you were playing a character or like faking it. Like getting mad at Laurent.
Yeah.
At the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not what you said though.
I'm confused.
Okay. So
okay, I think I get it. And then I said, and there's something fishy with that other guy that on Edinburgh's company. He ended up being fine, I guess. And then I was like, OMG, I knew it was a set, haha, because of the paint. But I wasn't sure, like, where or
That
how.
was a hint.
Yeah.
That I brushed off and, like, didn't think too much about.
With these things, you kind of have to pay attention with the stubble things that they point out.
I try to, but I still pass it.
Yeah, it's okay. But, like, yeah, like, I knew it was, like, a set or something, like, it was fake. But I was, like, the whole time I was thinking, I was like, how can it be fake? Because, like, how did they all get there, right?
Yeah.
So it was really interesting how they revealed it in the last episode.
Yeah, I was like, they actually brought them to an island, but then I was like, how can they? Weren't they awake while traveling and seeing, like, where they're going? But then, no, they drugged them.
It makes sense. Okay, so we should have, like, really paid attention with the whole coffee thing. Because, like, okay, when he was
the wine thing.
Yeah, the coffee and the wine thing. Because, like, I was thinking, not really with the wine, I was more thinking about the coffee? Because it was more prominent. I was like, Edinburgh can easily just poison this lady, right? But obviously, Laurent won't allow that because he wants it to be a big bang of a
a show.
Of a show, right? Yeah, it was so good. And then the after credits with Dorothy.
Yeah.
This girl's freaking alive.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, maybe this was actually all a part of her plan. Like, she didn't want to get married, right?
Uh-huh.
So then, like, this is her plan to, like, escape. Or maybe, like, it actually did fail and she did kind of lose her memories. And then
the fact that, like, okay,
but
if he went with, like, what you said earlier about, like, how
it was a big plan.
It was a big plan. Like, she just ran away from being engaged. I find that so funny.
That'd be so funny.
But I feel like she's crazy enough to do something like that.
Exactly, right? Because she's like, since this is gonna be our last mission, I want it to be a big bang of a show, like, end or whatever. Right? So it makes sense if it's something like this. But then I feel bad for everyone that was involved because Edinburgh had to suffer a lot. And then his dad had to suffer a lot being in jail and, like, being away from family. So I feel really bad that way. But, like, I think at the end of the day, it all ended up being well.
Yeah, like, maybe she, like, thought that they would be able to find a way. And that scene in the beginning when Edinburgh was talking to his dad in the hotel, I think, and then he was wearing the ring and, like, talking about how he did visit the mom. And then Edinburgh told him the whole plan that was gonna go down, but then the dad, like, threw a 180 and, like, went up against him all of a sudden.
I was, like, mad. I was like, whoa, why is this man doing this? I was like, how dare you?
I know. I was like, how dare you? I was
the whole time I thought he actually did go against.
Yeah, me too.
But then when the boat scene, I was like, nah, he's good. When he fell off.
That hurt me, though, when he did that. I was like, he trusted you.
I was so mad.
And then
I was so mad.
all of these kids had to go back, and I'm like, it's not okay. It's not okay.
But then when he fell off the boat, I was like, I know Laurent's behind all this. For sure.
See, guys, like, I had so much to talk about after I was finished the show. I needed to, like, express everything. Guy. And, like, it was so hard to keep it a secret from you. It really was.
I know. Because, like,
I really want to talk about it.
You were going to spoil it all.
I really wanted to talk about it.
And I was like, don't you dare. Because this is the kind of show where it's, like, it's really enjoyable where, like, nothing gets spoiled.
Also, oh, yeah. One of my favorite parts that, like, made me really laugh was when Abby would, like, while they were in the set, and then they were hiding because they found out that Edinburgh and everyone were finally coming, and then they were hiding, and then Edinburgh looks back into the hallway, and then you just see everyone's face, but then you see Abigail flicking him off.
I love that.
That was so funny.
I think my favorite character is really Abby.
Yeah, me too. And then Edinburgh flicked her back. That was so funny.
I think it's
and
really cute.
His face is so funny.
It's so funny. I love it. So I think my favorite thing about the show as well is the unique characters. Because with Dorothy, because I saw her on Twitter, like, a lot of people were talking about Dorothy on Twitter because of, like, her amazing, like, character design and everything, right? I was kind of, like, theorizing what kind of character she would be based off of how she looks. And I was thinking, like, she'd be someone more colder, someone like Triple Dot, like someone similar to, like, Setsuna or something, right? From Yashahime. And that's what I thought. But then when we actually got to see her in the show, I was like, yo, like, she's actually so energetic, happy, crazy, bubbly. And I think it's a really good contrast with Laurent, because Laurent is really, he's chill, right? Because, like, he goes with the flow with the operations, but, and, like, he's really smart as well. And I think, like, their relationship was a really good like contrast with each other, like their characters. And yeah, and I really like the characters in general because they're all really unique. Too. So, and it gives me good vibes because it's just like this is like a really
It's like
nice
a family.
friend. Yeah, it's a friend
I
group.
love it.
And it's funny because even though they're like on the boat scene, like before the gang dies, like the gang dies or whatever, but like they're like we're not partners. We're not
Abby and Cynthia.
Yeah, Abby and Cynthia. We're not friends. We're not partners. What was the quote? Like like if you win,
If
you win.
if you I can't remember, but like if you mess up, then
You're
like,
out.
You're out.
Right? But then like at the end of the day, like if you win, you win, right? Like
something like
everyone's like on their own. But if you really think about it, like the way that their operations work, it's teamwork, and then they all work together. And I think that like whole thing is kind of like, it's not true, you know? Because like it's more of a thing where it's like actions speak more than words, right? Where it's like, yeah, you can say, oh, we're not family, blah blah blah, but the way Edinburgh reacted when they were gonna get shot or whatever, that obviously spoke that he saw them more than just like people that are in the same like group, right? And that scene was so good, so good. That scene, like I was like, Cynthia, girl, why are you saying
I know.
this?
I was like, why are you saying this? Aren't you guys family?
I know.
Why am I saying we? Aren't you guys family?
I know, but like I knew for sure Laurent was behind everything. Like
Laurent is too smart, and he's always pulling Edinburgh around. I feel so bad for this guy.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, there's a reason why. But I think they do have trust in him to act right at the end of the day. Even though he doesn't know the full operation, he still acts properly.
Dude, it gives me so much anxiety because I'm always like, please don't mess up.
I always knew that they're gonna be fine.
I know, but it still gives me anxiety. I can't.
This season was just so good.
Yeah.
So
10
good.
out of 10.
10 out of 10. So I watched season 1 back in August because my mutuals, like on Instagram, like people I knew from high school were like posting about it, like, oh my god, Great Pretender, like anime of the year, like wow. And then like, and I definitely think it's underrated because I don't really see it much people talking about it.
I feel like more people should talk about it because like it's something that's so different. It's like very fresh and like,
yeah. Okay, and the thing is about me, I really like
big brain stuff.
Yeah, I really like big brain.
Me too, though.
Like Death Note type thing, Code Geass type thing. Like, oh, those are so good. So good.
Mwah, chef's kiss.
That's why I also kind of like Carmen Sandiego. I really like Carmen Sandiego,
yeah, me too.
But it's more of like something that you just play.
Yeah.
Like, than to like really pay attention to versus like Great Pretender, just like you have to pay attention to all the details. Yeah. But it was such a good ride.
So, something I want to ask you.
What?
Will you be watching Attack on Titan with me?
No.
I hate you.
Be sad. Go cry. After I watched it back in August, like my mutuals were like, hey, like what did you think about it? And I was like, it was so good. They're like, what did you think about the art? And I was like, well, like it gave me more like American cartoon vibes, especially because of the background style.
Yeah.
Right, because of the colors, and it really looks like rasterized. I don't know if you know what that means, but like when
your graphic design language.
I really don't know how to explain it. Okay, whatever. But it's like really color blocky and traditional anime, I guess you could say. Like regular anime these days is just like, like normal backgrounds, blah blah. But then like for this, it's like it looks really comic booky.
Not really.
The background.
Not really.
Really?
It's like its own style. It's like its own.
It's really unique, and I really like it.
And I something about anime that I love is looking at the
different styles,
different scenes.
Oh, scenes.
Yeah.
But yeah, the person that was asking me like, hey, like, what did you think about the art? I was like, yeah, it's like really good. I liked it a lot. And they're like, oh, like, well, it took a lot of getting used to, basically, which is true, right?
Yeah, it did.
But yeah, like it's easy to kind of blend in with it. So yeah, and yeah, with the voice acting now, it was really unique because this is a really multicultural, all over the world type show, and I really liked how they integrated a lot of different languages into the show. Even if you're watching in either Japanese or in English, like there is still like the different dubs from like the different languages, right, within the show.
Wait, what do you mean? They're the same.
I meant like, okay, so like the Chinese characters talking in Chinese,
they're the
same. French ones talking in French. That's what I mean. Yeah,
but you said different.
The different languages. The different languages within the show.
I thought you were talking about different voice actors.
No.
Okay.
But it's just really interesting, and I like that. But like I was reading a forum on like people's opinions on that, and some people don't like it because it's confusing for them, which I get.
Yeah, the thing is, I I was telling you earlier that I wish that for this show specifically, because of the many different languages, is that if the characters spoke in their native language. Well, like, Edamura talks in Japanese, Chinese, and
English.
in English, but like it would be cool to have like
One.
one person acting as him and talking in these different languages.
Alan, bye.
No, that's what I was saying. I just wish there was an option for that, because I would like to see it more
what is it
realistically.
Okay, that's
More
interesting.
realistically of like how they would be talking. I'm not saying Alan was so good at the ending.
No, he was good throughout. What the frick?
Yes, but like I don't know why you're doing this. Okay, yes. He was good
Anyways.
throughout, but like the ending was so good. Like
The whole shebang part where
Yeah.
he was really good at yelling.
You're making me sweat.
Yeah. Okay. She's not hating. I'm just joking. I'm just teasing her. But yeah, I kind of get what you mean. Like, for example, like Edamura, when he's talking to the chairman lady, like because they're supposed to be talking Japanese, he'd be like talking Japanese. And
Yeah,
he's talking
exactly.
to Laurent and everyone else, like talking English.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
But like Netflix can definitely do that, because you can change the audio. So if you prefer to watch it that way, then have that option available. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it'll be really cool. It'll be really cool.
I think for some people who think that the whole different language thing was difficult, was because,
I didn't think it was difficult.
I know, I didn't think so either. But like some people do, because like some people have a hard time, like with reading. That's why they prefer English dub,
I see.
right? So, yeah. So
It's a lot getting used to.
yeah, and then
Reading
people
English-
were like,
I
"Oh,
mean,
like
so-
I wish it was all like only one language." But then I
It doesn't make it realistic enough, and I'm not a big fan of that for myself.
I know, but
My
I
opinion.
really see how some people would just prefer it to be all in one dub, because like
Yeah,
if you-
definitely.
if you think about it, in like Banana Fish
Yes.
in America,
Yes.
when Edgy is talking to what's his freaking name?
Ash.
No, not Ash.
Oh.
Ibe-san.
Yeah.
Ibe-san.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ibe. So they're talking in English in the dub.
Yes.
Wait, no, not in the dub. Do they even have a dub? I watched it in Japanese, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I watched it in Japanese.
Yeah, they all talk in Japanese.
Yeah.
Except for sometimes, like some instances when Ash is talking in thing.
Like when he's reading the newspaper. I
Is
think.
there even a dub for Banana
Right?
Fish?
When Edgy was reading the newspaper, wasn't he speaking in English? I think. And then
think
Ash was
so.
teasing him.
Maybe.
Oh, there's no.
There's no English dub. Okay, I got so confused. Anyways, yeah, so like that's what they mean, I think, just like having everything in one language, so it's like easier for people to understand.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it, because
Maybe they should have an option for that too. Have one audio that's like only.
you want to
English.
pay for Netflix for like $50 a month? Go ahead. You can go. You can do it.
But like, why not? Like,
Yeah,
if you're
yeah, I
able
get
to
it.
have different audios, it will be to its advantage for this show specifically, especially,
Yeah, I get it.
right?
Yeah, I get it.
To have one of just English dub with like the sub for different languages, or like only English, or like realistically how each character would speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Okay. I hope everything that I'm saying is coming across correctly.
Okay.
So yeah.
Is that it? Is
that was
all
so
for our video?
exciting.
That was fun.
Yeah.
It was funny because we were already talking about this before just recording.
We were just like fangirling.
Yeah, just talking about the show, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
we're just like, oh, we should just like record this or something.
We always have discussions like this, guys, by the way.
Yeah.
So
always
maybe
do.
we should record it more so that we can
These
always
type
look
of-
back on it.
like reactions.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
Post reaction discussion.
Post watching discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know if you guys want more of these.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, because we would love to.
this is
Because
really
we like
fun.
talking.
Yeah, this is really fun. And I think this is it.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye
Bye.
bye. Boop 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 boop. Oh.